Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another McFarlane Toys action figure review on the DC Multiverse Gold Label Collection Hazmat Suit Batman. Trying to get your DC Multiverse figures? You can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And I did swoop this up over at my local Target. Shout out to Derek. We're checking out some figures, and I couldn't pass on this one right over here. I really like how the packaging looks. Nice image on the back, and then you can see some other DC Multiverse figures that you can pick up. I think I have most of these. But anyway, I really do like how the package looks, and you can see right over here, it says it has the light up Batman symbol. This looked better than the regular version. I'm going to go ahead and open this up from the bottom over here. It's a little trickier to do when you get the busted thumb. But, oh man, alright, this does look pretty cool. I've gawked at this figure quite a few times, and shout out to the Sunny channel, by the way. I was on his live stream, and I was talking about this figure, and everybody else in the chat were talking about, McFarlane Toys, and really kind of pushed me over the edge to really open this up sooner than later. And you can see there's a pull tab right over here. Anyway, we'll talk about it more in a second. Let's get this guy on the rotating base. And here is our gold label hazmat suit Batman back on the rotating base, and I am sad to admit that it took me way longer to figure out how to shut off this light up feature than I expected it to. We'll go over that in a little bit, but first let's get a quick look at our standard issue accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So I wish we got some accessories for Batman to hold. You just get your standard issue DC Multiverse trading card and the base, and this looks pretty cool, and I do have the regular version, which I'll compare with later on, but yeah, different figures over there, and we have a read up over here on the back. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. But yeah, again, wish we had some kind of accessory for him to hold something. So I'm honestly not too familiar with the hazmat suit Batman. I'm not going to go deep into the meaning behind the suit because I wouldn't know what I was talking about. But I really want to compare this figure to the regular version because we have several gold label McFarlane Toys figures out there, and I think this one really stands out a lot to me because not only are you getting different paint apps, I mean, look at that. Even the tubes right over here, just this flat gray. We get this nice silver right here for those tubes. I mean, there's a lot of color differences, but you have the whole light up feature. Here's the regular one. You can see we still have the empty chest cavity where you can see where a light would go, and you're missing paint right over here. It just doesn't come with that nice silver paint on the shoulder pads, whereas this one right here, you can see the light is inside there, and we have that nice silver right there on the shoulder pads. And with both figures, we're definitely getting some really nice sculpted work throughout. I do like the sculpt, so can't complain about that at all. I really do like it, but again, gold for the belt right here. We just got the brown right there. Does look very dull in the midsection or kind of throughout, especially when you compare it to this gold label version. I do like the translucent plastic right here on the forearms. I think that's neat. But yeah, just going back to focusing on this one, I mean, that looks fantastic. I'm really pleased with that. Again, tubes look really good. And then the little picked out gold pieces right over here, that looks great on the knee pads. Nice silver right here on the boots and everything. Really happy with how this figure looks, so I don't regret picking up this gold label version at all. And then just bring the comparison back with this one, you don't see those little gold pieces picked out with paint detail or anything like that on this regular one, so could be nice for a custom. You can see the tank right over here on the back kind of has a slight rough texture to it, and this one is very smooth, and it has the whole battery operating component to it, so you can see it does come with directions and everything right there to switch out the batteries. I believe it's AG1s or AG10 batteries, yeah, so AG10s. And then just to show off how this works, which was embarrassingly complicated for me at first, but there's the button. I kept thinking the button was right here or right here on the side, but no, the button is just right up there between these two tubes, so when you push on that, that's when it lights up, and I love how that looks. Oh, it's so freaking cool. Even just shutting off only two of my many lights right here, you can see how badass that looks. I really like it a lot. That's freaking awesome. And then to shut it off, you just press in the same spot, and it doesn't always shut off the way I'd like it to. There it goes. So just a couple attempts. So turning it on, turning it off, There you go. It works. So the articulation with both of these figures is the same. You can turn the head side to side. You're going to see the light turn on by accident probably more than once. You can get the head to look up very far, so I do like that, and it will look down. You have the butterfly joints, shifts up and down. Oh, I just popped a whole arm out. Let's get that back in there. That's happened several times with me before with other multiverse figures, and yep, just pops right back in. So without it popping out on you, you can move it outward that far, inward, and then rotate a full 360. Bicep swivel with the shoulder pad attached to the bicep. You have the double jointed elbows, and then the wrist turns side to side and turn horizontally or vertically depending on how you have it configured. As far as the torso articulation, you can see we still get a great range of movement and pivoting. Doesn't move forward though much, and with the waist joint it'll move back. Waist joint won't really move forward much either, so no real crunching with this figure. Of course, you could pivot and turn side to side at the waist. The hips move outward to the point where he's almost doing this full-on splits. Very impressive. And then he can kick forward only that much, back a little bit more so, and then no upper thigh cut right here. A little bit of twisting, but not an upper thigh cut. And then you get double jointed knees, no boot rotation, even though you can see a cut in the plastic right there. Ankles move down. They do move up a little bit. It's a little tricky to get them to do that. You could rotate side to side. You get beautiful ankle pivot and toe articulation. Now to measure out this hazmat suit Batman, you can see he's standing a little under 7.5 inches tall. Then for your hazmat suit Batman comparison, you can see the regular version, and then here's the gold label version. This was actually a free sample from McFarlane Toys, so thank you for that, but I did find this one out in the wild and I picked it up. I just think it looks way better. I just have to recommend this figure a million times over this one right over here. It's just way cooler in my eyes. But if you wanted to get this and get a project going, painting it, and I do like how they break stuff up with the black and gray, but still, this is just a million times better in my opinion. Then for a quick McFarlane Toys Batman comparison, you can see we have the Detective Comics 1000 variant Batman, and we have the Batman of Zurin R, and they all stand more or less around the same height. And then here's the hazmat suit Batman. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, you could fart all you want and you don't have to smell your own farts? I wonder if my suit can do that. Let's see here. Oh, bad idea. Oh no. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel and pay it forward by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people that go the extra to pay it forward via the Patreon and membership. If you're in a position to do so, you want perks, check it out. Link in the description below. This figure is something that I really like. One complaint, though, I didn't mention it earlier, is I do feel like the arms are a little bit short, and it would have been nice if he came with one accessory to hold for that left hand. It does feel a little bit empty not having him hold anything there, so that frustrates me a little bit, but I'm very happy with how the figure looks, you know? Again, arms could be a little bit longer, but I like the sculpt of it a lot, and I really like these paint apps a lot. I mean, that's a big selling point. And the light up feature. The light up feature is freaking awesome, especially being able to hold up with all that articulation, or the articulation that we're used to seeing with the McFarlane Toys figures, right? Because, yeah, I've complained about the torso articulation with McFarlane Toys figures, that they don't crunch forward enough, and we get that here as well. So that's nothing new. It's not because of the light up feature, right? It's just one of those things with these figures in general. So I'm happy that the light up feature didn't add any extra hindrances to the figure itself. And at the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm gonna give this gold label Hazmat Batman a Sun rating of
It's not too bad.
and I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images and the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
I will have the Marvel Legends Rintraw Build-A-Figure wave coming up soon. Just please hang tight. It's just taking me a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I didn't forget you guys. I did not forget. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.